Hello, everybody flooding in for week number 2 of the weekly recap. You already know the drill. You know what's up. Let's get right into it. Alright, here we go. League standings. So, first place, once again, it's me, Austin. Okay. Then Logan, then Brandon. Okay, they are second and third. Kind of surprising by Brandon, but round of applause to you, Brandon. Round of applause. Then you got Justin in fourth place, and if you look, add a little something new. MVP of the week goes to Justin. Round of applause to you, my sir. Then Brantley, Hayden, Landon's in seventh. Massive downfall. Last week he was in second, down to seventh. And his loser of the week. Yikes. Tyler in eighth. Then Hunter, Tristan, Nathan, and Grant in last place. A lot different this week. Will it change going into next week? We'll find out. Alright. Week 2, matchup number 1. Myself, Austin, King Gibby versus Landon, or, Falcon Scout team. And I got the win. I got the dub, And this week was always a little lopsided, I will say. I was always projected to be better and to win. But what really sold Landon was the fact that his RB room was atrocious this week. I mean, yeah, he had Derrick Henry, he has Ashton Genty, he has Aaron Jones, but none of them, and I mean none of them, if you look on his roster, not a single RB scored more than 10 points. And if you take his 2 starting RBs, if you combine them together, they still didn't score 10 points. So that's what ultimately made Landon lose. But, I, for the second straight week, had the largest point difference win with 54.58. And look at the bottom, that's a real picture of me on Sunday as I watched the Giants game. Moving on, you have Nathan versus Leon's Lions. They got the dub this week, okay? Good job. This matchup was a little bit closer than the one we just looked at. So, round of applause to you guys, but Nathan, man oh man. Man oh man. I wanted to root for you so badly this week. I didn't want to roast you because I just felt that bad for you. Well, you had a real chance to beat Lion, the good old Bengals offensive line. Oh my goodness, they must be paid actors for Lion. Because, oh my goodness, did they stop that in its tracks? Because if Joe Burrow didn't get injured, you probably would have won the week. And should have won the week. But man, I feel sorry for you. So, I'm sorry, Nathan. My deepest condolences go to you. Moving on. Logan versus Grant. Grant, oh my goodness, I wanted to not give you a hard time this week. I really wanted to not give you that hard of a time. Last week, roasted you hard. I wanted to let you have a week to relax, to feel okay, and be happy watching this video. But you made that impossible. Because I can't tell which tight end is ruining your team more. Travis Kelce last week or Mark Andrews this week? I mean, either way, Mark Andrews sucking wouldn't have, been terrible for you. It wouldn't have sold you either way. But you need to figure out that tight end, man. You need to figure something out with the tight ends because they apparently don't like you. Okay, Logan, hats off to you. You found a diamond in the rough in Rome Odunze. Okay, it might have been because of the CPU drafted him for you, but hey, you got him. That's all that matters. And if you look at the bottom there, it's what Grant looks like today as he's plotting his revenge against every single tight end in the entire league. Moving on, Hayden versus Brandon. Round of applause to both of you guys. This game was very close. It was very fun to watch. Very interesting to look at as the weekend went by, But, man, Hayden, you should have started Jared Goff over Lamar, and you would have won it if you did. But I don't blame you. I would have started Lamar too. So, no real roast there. But, man, if you started him, you would have won. Kind of sucks. But, Brandon, surprisingly, you've done a great job. 2-0. Keep up the good work, buddy, and you look like a true championship team. It's very weird to say considering the season you had last year, but good job. Moving on, Justin versus Brantley. And you see there, we got the little MVP sign for the MVP of the week, Justin. And oh my goodness gracious alive, was this the greatest match that we've had so far in this league, in the Brandon Sucks at Trading League. This was a battle, to say the least. Wonderful job to both of you guys. But wow, Justin, wow. You went from 0 last week, horrible week for you, to hero this week, scoring the highest week so far. Let me say that again, the highest week with 170 points. What the heck, man? Get your players off steroids or whatever they are on. Get him off of it, because that's insane. Brantley was a terrible way to lose. You had literally the second highest amount of points this week, but still came up with a loss. So it's just really bad timing. But hey, at least you did something this week. So no rose for you. And Justin, you showed why your team name is Justin's Scary Team. So good job. Moving on. Tristan versus Tyler, the battle of the T's. And first things first, good job, Tyler. Good job. You were on fraud alert this week, and you showed why you shouldn't be on fraud alert. So you're not really on fraud alert anymore. So good job. Good for you. And you showed who's really fair and square. So, yeah. Also, the trade between you guys probably worked for you, Tyler. Good job. That was a great trade on your behalf. Got an absolute bag for Jamar and Tristan. Joe Burrow just got injured. So, I feel very bad for you. Because the guy that you just spent your entire life savings on is done for. They're done. Moving on. Trade recap. Nothing crazy happened. I had 2 trades that went through for me. First one was first on Tuesday, September 16th. I traded with Landon to get Ashton Jeanty and Keon Coleman, and I gave Landon Chase Brown and Quinton Johnson. And then on that same day, I decided Keon Coleman is not that guy for me, so I decided to trade him to Nathan for Terry Scary. Yeah, that's right, Terry Scary. Very, very, could be a fleece on my behalf, could be a fleece on Nathan's behalf. We'll find out. Only time will tell. And this week, new edition, waiver wire report. I told you guys I'd have it for you. So if you want to pause, look at everything that's went through, who's adding, who's dropping, what's really going on. I will say nothing really crazy happened. Nathan picked up, his backup quarterback, his replacement for Joe Burrow. That's really it. Yeah, nothing really too crazy, but pause and look at it if you want. And that's it. The end. Tune in for next week's weekly recap. Better see you there. Better tune in. I'm watching. Peace out.